Hello, YouTube. I'm back, and I'm Gekrons, and I'm just kind of reading into the whole Eric Garner via Wikipedia. So I'm going to look at this, and from what I can understand, this idiot and why he died, well, next time don't pull away from a police officer when he's grabbing you. When he's trying to arrest you, take it to court. So this is the whole deal. On July 17, 2014, Eric Garner died in Staten Island, New York City, after a New York City Police Department officer put him in what has been described as a chokehold for about 15 to 19 seconds while arresting him. The New York City Medical Examiner's Office attributed Garner's death to the combination of a chokehold, compression to his chest, and poor health. New York PD policy prohibits the use of chokeholds, understandably. New York PD officer approached Garner on suspicion of selling Lucy's, single cigarettes, from packs without tax stamps. Fair enough, that is an arrestable offense, actually. After Garner told the police that he was tired of being harassed and that he was not selling cigarettes, probably the biggest pile of crap. They all say that. The officers went to arrest Garner when Officer Daniel Patello tried to take Garner's wrist behind his back. Garner pulled his arms away. Patello then put his arm around Garner's neck. See, that was a problem. Pantello, sorry. And took him down onto the ground. After Pantello removed his arm from Garner's neck, he pushed the side of Garner's face into the ground while four other officers moved to restrain Garner, who repeated, "I can't breathe," 11 times while laying face down on the sidewalk. After Garner lost consciousness, officers turned him onto his side to ease his breathing. Garner remained lying on the sidewalk for 7 minutes while the officer waited for an ambulance to arrive. The officers and EMTs did not perform CPR on Garner at the scene, according to a spokesman from the PBA. This was because they believed that Garner was breathing, that it would be improper to perform CPR on someone who was still breathing. He was pronounced dead at the hospital approximately 1 hour later. Yeah. I guess the moral of the story is if an officer tells you to turn around and put your hands behind your back, don't resist. Prove your innocence, because you are innocent until proven guilty in the court of law in North America. And don't act like a moron. So frankly, I don't know what Black Lives Matter is protesting about this guy. He's dead. There's not much he can do. Heck, let's see. So next asshole I'm going to look into is, let's see. A second here. Let's see, this Trayvon Martin. Okay, cause of death, gunshot wound. Alright, let's take a look. Alright, Trayvon Benjamin Martin, February 5th, 1995 to February 26, 2012. So he's about 19. Was an African American from Miami Gardens, Florida, who at 17 years old was fatally shot by George Zimmerman, a neighborhood watch volunteer in Sanford, Florida. Martin, who was serving a school suspension, had gone with his father to visit to his father's fiancée at her townhouse in Retreat at Twin Lakes, Sanford. On the evening of February the 26th, sorry, not 25th, I said 25th, 26th, Martin went to a convenience store and purchased candy and a canned drink. As Martin returned from the store, he walked through a neighborhood that had been victimized by robberies several times that year. Zimmerman, a member of the Community Watch, spotted him and called the Sanford police to report a suspicious behavior. Moments later, there was an altercation between the two individuals in which Zimmerman shot Martin in the chest. Zimmerman, who was injured in the altercation, was not charged at the time of the shooting by the Sanford police, who said there was no evidence to refute his claim of self-defense, and that Florida's stand your ground law prohibited law enforcement officers from arresting him or charging him. After national media focused on the tragedy, Zimmerman was eventually charged and tried for Martin's murder. A jury acquitted Zimmerman of second-degree murder and manslaughter on July 2013. So he went to trial after he was charged, and he wasn't hung by his balls. I guess the jury listened to his side of the story of it all, and you guys just completely ignored it. Look, I'm sorry, but when you walk through an area that has neighborhood watch, you take your chances. I don't care if you're black, you're white, it doesn't matter. Color does not matter. You go through there, like, this kid's wearing a hoodie. I guarantee he was wearing that hoodie when he was walking through that neighborhood. And yeah, they're going to get a little suspicious. And if it's been robbed a few times that year, don't go through it. Simple as that. Avoid it. Look, a lot of these cases in which the Black Lives Matter movement has been founded is stupid. What about all the black on black crimes that you guys don't ever really cover? Well, I'm trying to get to the bottom of all this because, you know, I like to hear both sides of the story, but I'm frankly not seeing too much. The movement started as a fucking hashtag, so really, how can I take it seriously? All you guys do is bitch and whine whenever there's any police involvement into the black community of any kind. You're the first ones to call for them when there's crime against you, but you're the last ones that will give them thanks when they stop crime in general. You guys are the first ones to put them on the cross, though. Look, there's a reason why the cops have stopped going to the communities that you guys live in, and now you're bitching and complaining that they just don't care. There's a reason for that. Because they're tired of being called racist and putting up with your bullshit. So I guess the lesson is, don't cut your nose to spite your face, okay? And the next time you see a cop, why don't you try apologizing to him for all the bullshit you fuckers put him through? These guys do a dangerous job, and as far as I'm concerned, you really don't have much of a case to start this whole movement on. Because everybody you've ever really done any real story behind was a criminal that got shot, and you guys protested because the cop happened to be white. You're an idiot. That's it for this video. If you like the content, like, subscribe, share, and comment down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Alright, take care.